Hey guys, I just want to make a little video to show you guys some of the gear that I use to record some music. As many of you guys know, I like to write songs, I like to play instruments, and I just want to show you guys some of the gear that I have, and also just some of the software and instruments that I use and sound that I have to create stuff. So let's see. We can start with. And I don't have anything too fancy. Um, I I just all my stuff, my instruments are nicely priced. I don't like to buy anything really expensive. Um, Most of the stuff that I have, I think the most expensive purchase that I ever had made was probably my Baby Martin guitar, which I don't really use, but I mean I like it, but I use my standard guitar, my Yamaha, uh, a little better, a little more, but yeah, there's you don't have to go crazy on the budget. Um, so this is a little preamp here, the Focusrite. I believe it's the 2i2. This is like the second generation model. It has two inputs here, XLR and also for instrument use. This is a nice little preamp. I mean, this runs you can probably buy one new for 150 bucks. Um, you can probably find one on OfferUp or on Marketplace for like 30 bucks, 40 bucks used. I mean, yeah, this is great. This is what you would use to capture your sound. So ideally, a little rundown of this would be you would grab your mic, um, XLR cable here, which connects to your preamp, and from the preamp, it collects all the sound. USB from the back connects to your computer. Um, so that's ideally how the signal chain goes to your computer. Now, speaking about this microphone here, I have an AKG, and again, this is just, I mean, when I purchased this maybe 10 years ago, this mic was probably around 100 and I want to say $170, 150. I think that's a great budget microphone. I know AKG as well with microphones, and I just did a little research. I honestly, I just went to Google and um, I put good budget microphones. Read the reviews for it, and this is a great mic. And this is a great starter mic too. You don't need to go crazy if you're just starting to record stuff and just want to kind of get your feet wet with recording and with doing things with music. I really highly recommend this mic. It's well. What else can we show? I do have these DT770 Studio um, by Beyerdynamic headphones. I mean, these are awesome here. Again, I did my research online, and I saw that these were very comfortable while recording and also very true to their sound. Um, I mean, these are awesome. I've tried different brands. I've tried Sony's. I've tried everything, but I mean, these are great. Comfort is like 5 out of 5. Sound quality is 5 out of 5. And you want just something that's gonna kind of not also resonate to your microphone. So sometimes when you're recording and tracking guitar, and you don't want that sound to go through to your mic. These are well. These I mean these block all the sound from the mic picking up. Um, yeah, these are like 5 out of 5. Another brand that makes well um, headphones is Audio Technica. They are well as well. I highly recommend them. Um, but yeah, these run about I want to say so I would say like $100. Don't quote me on that one, but yeah, I highly recommend these. I also used to do a lot of drum stuff. Now I kind of play the guitar a little more, and the piano. I just repurchased the piano about a month ago, and I'm trying to learn more. I love music, as you guys know, and I just I really enjoy that now. So this is a little drum mic setup. This is so you can mic up your drums. So this is by CAD. I think that's the brand. I purchased this about like I want to say over 10 years ago, and this little setup ran me at that time about $220 around there. But again, I saw the reviews. I saw that the mics worked great. It was a beginner mic set, just to kind of capture the sound. That's really what a microphone does. Is it just captures sound, so you can just have it there and do whatever you need to do with that. But so this little bundle here comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mics. It comes with 3 tom mics, 1 kick drum mic, which is a little bigger, and 2 cymbal mics. So ideally, since it comes with 2, I would use one for like kind of the hi-hats position with the snare position, and then I would use kind of one of these kind of in the center of the drum set to capture the overhead, all the cymbals like the ride, the crashes, the splashes. And it comes with a snare one, which is, where are you? This one, the snare, SN snare. I mean, these are great. I'm not sure if this brand even exists anymore, but if you go to Google and you just put low budget drum mics, something's gonna pop up. Maybe this brand, maybe another brand, but look for something that's not gonna break your wallet and that you can get your drum sound with. Let's see. I have okay. I have here an M Audio. This is the code 49, because I believe it has 49 keys on. And this is this is something that I would use ideally for most of song demos and to record obviously piano. But now with software kind of, being in MIDI, I would use this to sometimes track bass, do some bass on this for demos. Violins, any software that you have, you would use this to track. I really love this. It's not too small, but it's not too big. It's like a perfect size to play piano and to get the sound that you want. There's a white one, but I believe there's a black one as well. I just thought the white one was, it stands out and it's a little more flary, which is cool, and I really like the color. But it also comes with a drum pad here, which is nice. So you can kind of like sync that in and to do your beats. Yeah, and this runs through USB. That's how I run it here, through the back, and I guess it has MIDI in and out. I've never used that, but it does have that. And yeah, this is great. If you guys want to get something like this, to be honest, I'm not sure how much I purchased this for, but if you want something, you can find, I mean, one of these probably on OfferUp Marketplace for, I don't want to say, maybe, I don't know. To be honest, I don't remember the price for this that I purchased for, but either you can buy a smaller one if you want to do little piano stuff, record there. Just to record, ideally you just want to use this to record instruments, like maybe like you have the software for violin and you want to put that in, so you want something to play those notes into, to record a violin, a trumpet, a bass, so you can get that bass line in there. um, drums, um, something like this is good for that. What I have here is a little Ibanez. I'm not sure the model of this one, the GSR 200. This is a bass guitar. Um, sometimes when you do software instruments, like on the piano with MIDI, it doesn't project well with some songs. So having a bass to record a live instrument is always going to sound better at times, for that. So that's why I have a bass guitar, because some of the songs that I write just kind of sound better, and it gives you that real sound that you want from a bass. I'm not sure how much I paid for this, but this is no more than, I want to say, $300. I picked this up, I think, at Guitar Center a couple of years back, because I was tracking some stuff. And I mean, it's always good to have instruments. I like having instruments. This is my passion. I like music, and this is something that you'll keep forever. You know, you don't have to sell it. You don't have to get rid of it. Music is forever. That's kind of what I tell people always. Like, man, if you ever want to learn how to play piano, guitar, drums, like that's something that you'll keep forever. And you know, you can be, once you're old, you can still play drums or piano. It's, you come back from home and you'll play. It's just something that you always have. Yep. The next one, I have here also, I mean, this is, sorry about my ghetto strap here. I don't know where my strap is, but I've been using the shoelace method. But this is my Yamaha here. This is the SF808. Nothing too crazy here. I purchased this used from one of my neighbors. He sold it to me. But one of these won't run you, maybe new for $200. Maybe now 300. But I mean, these are great guitars. Yamaha, I always say, like, it's if you want a low budget, well balanced, great sounding guitar, Yamaha is like probably the best. If you don't want to spend, especially if you're just learning guitar, don't go crazy. Don't go buy a Martin or a Taylor. No, like, first learn how to play, and then once you get better and you actually want to stick with playing, then you can go to purchasing something that's gonna a little better. Yamaha, I mean, I love Yamaha. I love this guitar so much that I want to put a electric pickups on this. Not that I can't purchase a more expensive guitar, but I really like this sound that it gives me, and I also want to learn how to put pickups in electric guitars. It's just something that I've always interested me. That's probably my next little project, is just to, you know, put pickups in this, cut a little square here, put the pickup, do all the work. I've been kind of looking at some videos, but Um, yeah, Yamaha is it's great. I highly recommend this. And this guitar I've used for recording like most of my stuff, my acoustic stuff that I do. Um, it has a great sound. It's just Yamaha is like the best. They make high quality budget instruments. Even their drums are great. Their pianos are great. Um, yeah. Okay. I do have a little Squire guitar. It's not little. It's a standard size, but it's a Squire here, and I mean Squire is it's not a Fender, but it's a Squire, and sometimes when I want to track guitar, I I use this. I haven't used it in a while. Most of my stuff kind of like they're mostly acoustic, um, but I've asked friends in the past that if I ever need a solo done, my forte is not doing solos and guitars. Um, so whenever I need a friend, I ask them, and they come and bring their own stuff, and they do guitars for me. They do solos. So this is something that I like to have here just for backup. To be honest, I don't play that much the electric, but I like to have it just in case. And this is just a little Squire, a Strat. This, I mean, used. I remember this one I got used on OfferUp years back. It was probably like, it came with a little amp. I think I paid $80 with the amp and the guitar. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Um, Shaker. I love shakers. I love instruments. Um, oh yes, I have here my monitors. Um, and this is something that you would use to monitor your sound. So when you have a mix going, let's say your song is complete or you're working on your song, you want something that's going to monitor your music. You want a speaker that's going to be kind of true to the sound. You don't want anything enhanced, like you don't want something that's going to be too bassy or too high. You want a nice balance so you can be able to monitor that sound well. Um, so I purchased these. These are M Audio's BX5s. These are I believe the 5-inch speakers. They do make a bigger size, I believe, but I don't have a big room here. I don't need the bigger size. This is good enough for me, and I've used these to track my sound and to um, to monitor what I hear, what I record. I don't remember the price I paid for these, but I want to say maybe new 125 each or 100 each, somewhere around there. But I'm pretty sure you can find these used or an OfferUp or something like that. Looking back, I probably wouldn't have purchased these um, because I believe a more true sound would be probably the Yamaha brand. Let's see if I can pull it up. I think that the Yamaha, they're Yamahas. Let's see, going on Google here. Yes, the Yamaha HS5 powered studio monitors. Um, I think those, looking at reviews and stuff, those are a little more true to the sound that that you want. Um, Not saying that these don't work. Obviously they do, but you want something to reflect on how it's going to be played among other speakers on headphones, and to give you a true sound. And sometimes I find myself like doing a mix with these, and then having to go back and add a little more bass or add a little more highs. So I think something better that I can recommend you is the Yamaha HS5s. They run about, I think, 400 for, actually they're pretty pricey. Yeah. Um, let's see, the HH5s. I think 5 is because they're a 5-inch woofer. They are pretty pricey. They're, I think, 400 each from what I'm seeing. Um, but I mean, if you have the money and you want something that's gonna probably last you forever, the Yamaha HS5s, those are great. I had these for like over 10 years and they still work. So yeah, invest in some good monitors if you want. Um, yeah. Um, I have here like I mentioned, I just picked up again um, a piano, and I got this from OfferUp. It was only like, I got a good deal. It's a little beat up kind of piano just to kind of get me going back to playing. Um, it's a Yamaha. I'm trying to record it well. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Yamaha. But it's picked it up and OfferUp for about maybe, I don't know, like 20 bucks, 15 bucks from a guy. It's great. This is what I practice on. I haven't recorded stuff on it, but maybe I'll try that out next time I have something in piano to record. Um, I mean, this is great. I like this little piano. It's something that I've been kind of doing more and more. Um, I also want to get into software because you need, besides having, your gear, you want to have also um, a computer and also software. So software meaning something that's gonna get your audio and record it. So it can be something free. If you have a Mac, like GarageBand is very basic. You will be limited in it, but if you just want to like start messing around with something, get a Mac. GarageBand is free. Um, I use Logic, which is a pro software. Um, it does run you, when I purchased it years back, it was like around 200 bucks. Maybe it's around the same now, maybe a little more. But Logic Pro is great. It comes with uh, different types of software like piano. It comes with, maybe I can pull some up here, but it comes with drum sounds. So drums, pianos, orchestra kits, bass. Um, what else have we here? Violins. I mean, it has hundreds of sounds, and I've used I've used like so many of them, and it's good. The sounds that they have there are great. I recommend them. I have never purchased like an external packet of sounds. I've never had to. Everything that I use is there, but I record more of like acoustic kind of like live sound, like drums, kind of piano, standard instruments. But if you want to get into like EDM and stuff like that, you might want to purchase other sounds and other stuff like that, like electronic sounds. It doesn't have a lot of good ones like that, but um, you would have to do that. What other sounds does it have? Bass, electric drums, guitar, mallets, percussion, piano, studio horns, strings, synthesizers, vintage organs. Yeah, I mean, it has it has a lot of stuff. Um, Logic is great. I recommend it. It's simple, it's clean. I've never used Pro Tools. Pro Tools is another standard too. For like most studios, either you use Logic or Pro Tools. Um, Pro Tools is awesome too, but I use Logic. Um, yeah, and it's like I said, it's gonna run you about 200 bucks. Um, yeah, I just wanted to speak about some of the gear that I have, and I do have more gear, but I just need to pull it out. I do have a Gretsch drum set that I used to use a lot to record stuff, um, more live stuff. That's kind of put away in the garage. I do have an electronic drum set too that I purchased a couple of years back, just because sometimes I wouldn't want to um, play. Sometimes I want to play at night and practice, but I didn't want to like wake up the neighbors or anything or make sounds too late at night. So I would just with the electronic drum set, you just put on your headphones and then you just play. Um, I have that. I do have a couple of mics too, just standard kind of Shure mics. Like a little Shure SM5848. This is like the kind of like the low budget SM58, but I mean it works great. It's Shure. Um, I just use this for when I kind of do recordings, whatever views, performance, all that. These are great. Sure, you can rely on this brand right here, Shure SM58. Get the 58, it's a little better, but I mean, this is great as well. The 48 is good. It's like the kind of like the more budget mic. Um, yeah. What else can I show you guys? I do have when I used to track drums, live drums. Um, this preamp only has 2 inputs, and you know how I showed you those drum mics that I had. It was like six of them. Obviously, you won't be able to use this preamp, but what I also do have is a bigger preamp, which has 8 input of these. It's called the Tascam US 1800. I mean, this interface for the budget is awesome. If you want to record drums, if you're a drummer, I highly recommend that interface. Um, I don't know if they currently still make, if Tascam still makes products, but years back, like 10 years ago, I purchased this for about 200. I got it on sale, I think at Sweetwater. Um, and I mean, this thing is clean. It's awesome. It's no troubles with it. For the budget, I really recommend that interface, especially if you want to record drums or do any videos like that. That is like ideal, and it's like perfect for that. Um, I can upgrade also my interfaces for a better quality sound, but I don't want to do that right now. Maybe in the future. For me, like I just like to record music, so having a preamp like this around or that Tascam is awesome for me. And they have now like interfaces like the I think the Apollo brand is awesome. Those run for like $1,000, but I don't want to spend that money, especially if I have something already and my studio. I mean, I don't have a studio, but my gear here is just is just what I have, and I don't $1,000 is just too much. It's too much. Um, Maybe in the future I'll buy one. Asking some people that have it, I mean, comparing like something like this where you get for like maybe $200 to 1,000, it's like it's worth the money from what they say. It's like you get a way better sound. Um, But yeah, that's a couple of stuff that I have. um, I just wanted to show you guys. If anyone has any questions, feel free to message me. um, uh, Maybe you want to do another video on like the software part of stuff, um, to see how I record my stuff, kind of like how I kind of pan my mixes. Not that I'm a pro or anything, but if you want to kind of start and recording some stuff, like hopefully this helps you out. Um, I just did a lot of research. All the stuff that I know is from research, YouTube, online. I mean, YouTube is everything now. You don't need to, spend lots of money on, getting teachers and showing you how to do stuff. YouTube, I mean, gives you everything, how to learn how to do everything. That's kind of where I learned most of my stuff. And but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.